there. Starting left tackle Cameron Irving was rolled up on early on in the game. 4 plays later, they also lost right tackle Zach Martin. Listen, everybody immediately saw what the impact of losing these 2 starting tackles had on this team. Jerry Jones very upset looking on from the suite. We go to the second quarter now. Andy Dalton looking to avenge their Week 7 loss where he left the game with a concussion, looking deep, and he finds who? It's Amari Cooper. 54 yards for the touchdown. That gave the Cowboys a 10-7 lead. I mean, incredible play showing off what he can do with his arm. Whew. Unbelievable. Later on in the second, game is tied at 10. Mike McCarthy is going to go for Andy Dalton. Throws outside to CeeDee Lamb, but it falls, and it is incomplete. Ronald Darby looks to get there a little early, gets away with the potential PI there. But so it goes. This has been the story of the game. Ensuing Washington possession, 2nd and goal for the Cowboys 5. Alex Smith finds Logan Thomas for the 5-yard score. Washington leads 17-10 now. We go to the third quarter. Cowboys are trailing 17-13. Are we going to feed Zeke a little bit here? Yep, he rushes up the middle, initially ruled down, but the ball appears to come loose. Ron Rivera challenges that ruling. Zeke wasn't down, and the ball did come loose. It was reversed. So we go to later on in the third. Washington leads 20-13. Alex Smith pressured, throws over the middle, looking for Terry McLaurin. He is intercepted. Woo, the Jets are on for Jalen Smith. He returns the interception 43 yards before he is chased down by McLaurin there. I mean, the speed there. Terry McLaurin, by the way, trying to do his best DK Metcalf impression as we saw earlier in the season. Alex Smith cannot believe it. Ensuing Cowboys possession, 3rd and goal. Andy Dalton looking for CeeDee Lamb, but he drops it. Drops the potential game-tying touchdown. Oh, we saw him do incredible things last week right here. Did not make it happen. Andy Dalton not pleased. Fourth quarter now. Cowboys trail 20-16. It's 3rd and 3. Dalton can't find anyone. And, of course, gets zacked by Tim Settle this down. The Cowboys struggling, of course, to protect Andy Dalton, losing their 2 guys there. Next play, Cowboys in punt formation, 4th and 10. Go for the fake. Darian Thompson takes the snap, pitches it to Cedric Wilson, who doesn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's the ensuing Washington possession. Next play, 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 23. Antonio Gibson rushes upfield for the 23-yard touchdown. Washington adds to the lead now, 27-16. This just keeps piling on. Later in the fourth, Washington leads 27-16. Antonio Gibson. Wow. 37-yard touchdown there, and they lead 34-16. Listen, this does not end well for Dallas, as you guys saw. Andy Dalton looking here, quickly gets pressured, tries to find Ezekiel and Elliott. What happens? Gets intercepted by Montez Sweat. It just piled on and on after that. Washington goes on to win this one, and now are in much better position. 41-16 the final. Let's go to Christina Pink, who caught up with Alex Smith after the game.
2 years ago, you missed this game and you were in a hospital bed on Thanksgiving. Could you put this game and this win, how much it means to you, in perspective?
Yeah, really tough right now to do that. Thanksgiving has special significance, you know, for me and my family. It was 2 years ago when we found out about the infection, and I got rushed into emergency surgery, and, you know, changed my life forever. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I'd be here 2 years later, full circle. And I'm so appreciative of so much and so thankful to be here, the opportunity to still be doing this and enjoying every minute of it.
Well, we are so happy to see your comeback. Fox Sports is making a $10,000 donation to the Capital Area Food Bank on your behalf. That is Washington's charity of choice. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
A very happy Thanksgiving indeed for Alex Smith and the Washington football team. We'll be right back with a lot more highlights, more analysis from the guys, of course. Oh, we are going to chat about this, my bad, guys. See, it's Thanksgiving Day. We're all full. You know that turkey hangover is a serious situation. Emram and David, Washington on a 2-game streak here. Emram, what impressed you most about that Washington win?
Well, first and foremost, MJ, DC, Alex Smith, man. He was my quarterback when I first came into the National Football League with the San Francisco 49ers. And to see him, kind of complete that circle. He got hurt. He talked about the infection just a few minutes ago. You saw him on that interview. And now to come out and get 2 games in a row, how phenomenal of a game as it was for Alex Smith. I mean, 19 for 26, 149 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. You have to know that it feels great to know that he has some type of redemption. He goes out there and he continues to win football games. But when I look at this game and this Washington football team, just how physical they were, guys. I mean, they won both sides of the line of scrimmage. Antonio Gibson rushed for 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. They were very physical at the point of attack, offensively and defensively. They got after Andy Dalton. I said it on our call, David. If the Dallas Cowboys could find a way to protect Andy Dalton, I think Dallas would come away with the win, but they didn't. 7 quarterback hits, 4 sacks later. The Washington football team, they go in there and they score 40. They do it in a big-time fashion.
Yeah, exactly what we talked about when we were chatting at halftime is what happened in the second half. They weren't able to protect Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton has the ability. He has some guys on the outside. Amari was taking advantage of some of those looks on the secondary, but they just got after him. Pressure just built up. And then what I love about the Washington football team is defensively, they're tough and physical. They come after you. They just keep coming, and then they can run the football. And then you have a veteran quarterback, like you mentioned, Alex Smith. I was a teammate of Alex's also when we were out in San Francisco, and a fantastic human being, awesome guy. So happy for him to be back, but he's the perfect fit for this offense. Now, he can't do some of the things athletically that he was able to do, but they play tough, they play physical on the defensive side of the ball, and when you do that and you have a good run game, all you have to do is find completions. Now, you're not going to be dynamic, you're not going to wow teams, but if you can find a way to win this division, you can make people really nervous in the playoffs, having a tough front like they have, and then able to run the football, and then you got a veteran quarterback who's been there before. Alex has been there. He's been in the playoffs. He's been on good football teams. He understands what it takes, so I really like the makeup for these guys in the NFC East.
David, to your point, Alex Smith, he knows exactly what to do. He doesn't need to put all the bells and whistles, all the glitter and confetti as I would like to do, but he knows how to win, and he knows how to not lose, more importantly. And that defense, yes.